Apples are my favorite. They really are.
It's your favorite fruit of all time is an apple?
I don't know if it's my favorite fruit because I will never say my favorite fruit on this show. I will never reveal any of my secrets.
You just make everyone else share their favorite fruit.
That's right. But apples, they really are the greatest. And I try to have one a day, not to keep the doctor away, but to keep the monsters at bay.
It's the Brett Davern Show. For the very first time, brought to you by IDOBI Radio in partnership with Nice Guy Digital and recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, we're going to talk about us.
That's right.
What we're doing, why we're here. Thanks for joining us. Now, let's get to the guy who's also graduated high school 3 times.
That's me.
Your new best friend, Brett Davern.
Listen up! For the very first time on IDOBI Radio, woo-hoo! This is our show. Thank you for joining live on IDOBI Radio, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you'd like to join in the fun, if you want to be part of the show, if you want to tell us what's on your mind, you can call or email the show anytime. The phone number is 1-888-99 your mom's house. No, just kidding. 99 IDOBI. Shout out a friend, shout at us, shout with us. It's all good. Once again, the phone number is 1-888-99 IDOBI. The email is bdsfans@idobi.com. We haven't gotten any emails yet.
Nope.
Because that's the first time I've ever said that. If you'd like to send us an email, that's bdsfans@idobi.com. Okay, well, lots of show today. The very, very first show, the premiere episode.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a big, big show. And for the first time on the new IDOBI version of the Brett Davern Show, we're going to say hi to Boy Wonder over there running the cameras.
Yep.
Hello, Boy Wonder.
Hello.
Wait, come over. Get up and get over here and get in the camera real quick and wave to the people. This is the only time you're ever going to be on camera. Wave. That was it. That was fun. And also, for the very first time, hello, Katie LeClaire.
It's National Stinky Cheese Day, Brett.
Seriously?
Yeah. And you know what goes great with cheese?
What?
Mimosas.
Mimosa celebration on the first episode. We're drinking mimosas today, guys.
We are.
Well, I'm drinking a. Well, it's not a.
It's.
I'm not drinking carbonation. It's a. We'll talk about it later. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of the Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on IDOBI Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second. So this is most likely will be the most that I ever talk on this show alone.
That's a lie.
Well, see, it already didn't last. But we're always just going to have guests and people in here and playing games and having people on the phone and doing all kinds of fun stuff. But because this is the very first show, and I'm assuming that there's lots of people out there listening on IDOBI Radio who are like, who the hell is this guy and what's going on this morning? I figure that we should take some time and introduce ourselves. What do you think about that, Katie?
That is a great idea.
I like that you agree with me. So what is this Brett Davern Show thing? Well, my name is Brett Davern.
Hi, Brett.
Because it'd be weird if that wasn't my name, but that was the title of the show. So I can confirm that I am Brett Davern. I'm an actor who's been on some TV shows and in some movies. I've played a Nazi on Major Crimes. I've played a Beach Boy in Love and Mercy. I got a lot of range,
You got
Katie.
range.
I got a lot of range. You know, like, the history of this show is that, like I said, I'm an actor. I'm originally from Seattle, Washington. And about a year ago, I recruited some buddies of mine, and we started doing a podcast that you can still find out there on iTunes. Our feed is still up there. And we did a podcast for about a year, and we made it 115 episodes, completely independent, all by ourselves, out in the woods, alone, scared, naked, and cold, doing this podcast. And we had a lot of fun with it. We learned a lot of things. I hosted the show. This show was, it was called The Brett Davern Show.
There's a theme.
That's not changing. But the show was co-hosted by my very good friend, Marty Shannon, who's an incredible musician. He has an album out right now called 2600. He's coming out with a new EP soon, so he'll be on this version, the new version of The Brett Davern Show, to talk about that. And so he and I hosted this show. It was produced by my good friend, Ben Collinsworth, who's a great guy and a technical wizard. And we had a bunch of fun doing the show for a year. I've been an actor now for over 10 years, met a lot of really cool people in this business. And the thing is that when you meet people in this business, you exchange numbers. And while you're working together, you are the best friends that have ever been best friends. But then when you stop working or that job ends, you kind of lose track with people. And so the idea of the podcast was to call all those people that I'd lost track of and bring them in and sit down and, chop it up with them and get their life story, but also just have some fun with them. And so we did that, and we did that for over a year, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm really, really proud of it because, like I said, we were just doing it on our own. We knew nothing. We did not have near the technology that we have in here at IDOBI.
Amazing.
And we had a good time with it, and we had a lot of fun. But as all good things sometimes happens with good things, it came to an end. And that's okay. But we were able to partner with IDOBI and come over here. And because my buddy Marty Shannon is a rock star, he does not want to get up at 7 a.m. with me. And so I'm getting up at 7 a.m. and I'm going to be here each and every morning, and we're going to be entertaining you and playing games. And we're going to bring in a ton of guests, bands and musicians and actor types and actress types who I like better than actor types. And we're going to have a ton of fun, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited to be on IDOBI Radio, and I'm super excited for you guys to hear this show each and every morning. We're going to play music. I mean, you guys, this is your show, you guys listening. This is your show. It's not my show. Call in. Tell us what you want to hear about. Tell us what's on your mind. I'm going to tell you what's on my mind all the time, so might as well give you some equal time.
You're really good at that.
Yeah. I'm from Seattle. I should mention that every song on this first episode is a Seattle band or a Seattle song, tribute to my hometown. So I hope that you enjoy it. Katie LeClaire, why don't you introduce yourself to the people?
I'm an actress as well.
Mm-hmm.
Brett and I met on the Crackle film Party Boat.
You can check it out on Crackle, on the Crackle app. It's
Crackle
free.
app.
Yeah.
I'm probably best known for my role on Switched at Birth on Freeform, but now I do radio.
That's
in
right.
The mornings.
Basically, I'm bribing Katie with mimosas and donuts, much in the way I'm bribing Boy Wonder and also Tom. Just really quickly before we go to more music, there's lots of people to thank for getting this thing off of the ground. First of all, Marty Shannon, Ben Collinsworth, and Matt Adocious on the old podcast. For keeping that thing going and being the reason that we were able to move over to here. And then over here at IDOBI, we got Tom, Shireen, Eddie, Fish, Boy Wonder, Kyle, Nick, everyone at IDOBI. And I just want to quickly, too, shout out my family for letting me be here and giving me support as well. Mrs. D, the boy, the girl, mom, dad, Brian. Also Katie's mom. I'll shout out Katie's mom
And
while
Katie's
I'm at
brother,
it.
by the way.
Oh, and Denny, too.
Yeah.
Denny, crushing it.
Crushing it.
And, yeah. And to all the super fans of the old podcast, too, just real quickly, Abby, Danica, Daphne, Grace, and Holly the Whistler. Hopefully you guys came over to IDOBI with us because we love you, and we're excited to bring you the new show each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m.
Check out the Brett Davern Show on Facebook.com/Brett Davern Show. IDOBI Radio.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on IDOBI Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second. It's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
Hey guys. So Brett's asked me to come up with some great things that are happening in the world. And
No, I've just simply asked you to tell us the best thing you've seen so far today.
All right, so the best thing that I've seen so far today comes out of BYU, Brigham Young University.
Boy, I'm already excited.
Me too.
Those guys know how to party.
They do, in fact. So instead of Oktoberfest, Brigham Young University is having Milktoberfest.
Oh, no.
Yep. This is the second year of Milktoberfest. Last year, they only had 150 bottles of milk. This year, and they ran out very quickly, and people were very disappointed.
This is the best thing you've seen so far today?
It made me laugh so hard. It was my favorite thing I've seen.
Wait a second. Milktoberfest.
Milktoberfest.
Which is just a bunch of Mormons sitting around drinking milk?
Right, but here's the thing. So if you're lactose intolerant,
yeah,
you get water.
So if you're too straight-laced to even handle milk,
yep,
you can have Waterfest. Watertoberfest. Now, are they going to be having whole milk?
There is regular
2%?
I don't know.
Skim?
The grade.
Chocolate?
There is chocolate
strawberry?
as well. No, there's chocolate and regular.
What about strawberry?
I mean, it feels a little discriminatory.
Strawberry milk was my jam when I was a kid.
Right, and the ginger in the room feels discriminated against.
The ginger?
That's me.
Are you using derogatory terms about hair color towards yourself?
Yeah.
Rude.
So they have 1,200 bottles this year.
1,200 bottles of milk.
Yep, and they also have not a beer pong table. They have a study table that's on ping pong table.
Wait, a study? So they're going to be studying?
On the ping pong table.
You can't nod on the radio, Katie.
Yeah.
It's radio.
People watching on YouTube know that I nodded.
I just asked Katie if they're gonna be studying, and Katie nodded at me.
Yeah, but the people on YouTube saw. Who's watching on YouTube?
Yeah, good save. Wait a second. So they're gonna be studying and drinking milk.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because if they're drinking milk while playing milk pong,
yep,
they'd be puking everywhere.
I mean, it does seem a little dangerous.
How much milk can you drink before you just vomit all over the place?
I think there's been YouTube videos of that, and I think a gallon
Not
is
much.
questionable.
I bet you I could drink way more beer than milk before vomiting.
For sure.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. What else did you see today?
I've also found this great list out of BuzzFeed that is what the pumpkin-flavored spices of the year are.
Oh, okay. It's that time of year again. Pumpkin spice, huh?
Pumpkin everything.
Can I tell you what I do? I only allow myself one pumpkin spice latte every year. Much in the way I only allow myself one Big Mac and one eggnog spice latte.
Also similar to why you can't actually have a real mimosa, because you're a weirdo.
Should we talk about that for a second?
Sure.
I feel like on this episode it is about people getting to know me, right?
Yeah.
So they should know that I'm a complete weirdo nut job.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's the thing, guys. I like to set arbitrary rules for myself and then try to stick to them. For no reason, really, other than, a challenge. Let's see if I can do it.
Yep.
So this year, by the way, I'm never good at these rules. I always break them.
But you've been successful this year.
This is the only rule I've ever stuck. Well, there's 2 rules that I've stuck to, but this is the only one that I've ever stuck to. And it is that on New Year's Eve of this last New Year's Eve, yeah, that's the way to say it, I decided to not have any carbonation all year. So not just soda, not just, beer, no carbonation at all. No club soda, no tonic,
It just seems so
no
limiting.
nothing. And it has nothing to do with health. Like everyone goes oh, you're trying to lose a little weight. How come you can't drink a club soda? It's got no calories. And I'm like, no. It has nothing to do with the calories. It's about challenging yourself because life is about challenges, guys. And I've made it all the way to October 9th, which is pretty good. And then Katie's like, oh, I think we should drink mimosas on the first day. And I'm like, what are you trying to do? Kill me?
I mean, I think it should be a thing.
So my
I think it should be
mimosa
Mimosa Mondays.
in my red Solo cup is a no-mosa. That's
Just
right.
seems
I just
sad.
coined that term. It's Katie was nice enough to bring me just flat white wine, and then I put some
Disgusting.
orange juice in it. So it's a no-fizz mosa.
Disgusting.
A no-fizz mosa.
Speaking of
Do
disgusting.
you think I can make that catch on? No-fizz mosa. Do you like?
I like when you say it fast like
I like no-fizz mosa. It sounds like I'm speaking a different language. I'll have a no-fizz mosa. Yeah, I like it.
All right.
It's
it's
disgusting,
still
but I'm gonna
gross.
keep drinking it.
Speaking of gross, have you ever had a pumpkin spice cough drop?
No,
That seems real gross.
that does sound gross.
Pumpkin spice salsa, pumpkin spice lip balm,
Pumpkin spice salsa.
pumpkin spice fettuccine.
What?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
a real
well, that
thing.
kind of. Well, hold on. Are you talking about like? Because you know how sometimes like the real health nuts out there, they eat the zucchini pasta. You know, it's like
No,
pasta
I'm
made out
talking
of
about-
zucchini. No, hold on. But I'm saying it might be pasta made out of pumpkins, and then they throw a little spice on top of it.
I mean, I definitely think that there's pumpkin in the pasta. Yes.
If Mario Batali made me pumpkin spice pasta, I'd eat it.
Shout out to Mario Batali. He's the greatest.
His family is up in Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how many Seattle references I can throw into everything.
In case you didn't want your animal to miss out on the fun, there are pumpkin spice greenies. You know,
Okay.
those like toothbrush things that you can give to your
Yeah,
dog?
like your dog cares if it's pumpkin spice.
I mean, it's seasonal. See, I'm really conflicted on this because I buy into all the seasonal crap.
Yeah, but you're kind of like a sentimental idiot anyway.
Yeah, thanks. It's true. You're not wrong.
I shouldn't. Your mom's gonna be mad at me for that one.
I know she's gonna have something to say to you.
She sure is.
And then the last great thing that I saw today is sort of great and not great. It's the Rick and Morty fans who got their Szechuan sauce at
What?
McDonald's.
What a bunch of nerds.
And that's the best thing Katie's seen so far today.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on IDOBI Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Ah, it's so nice of that Nirvana audience to give us an applause. Apologize for the technical difficulties out there, everybody, but it is our first day on the job, so we're still learning all the technical ins and outs of IDOBI Radio over here. But right now, we're going to play a game that's going to become a signature on this show. It's Guess Who's Higher, the IMDB Star Meter Game.
Vicki, are you still there?
All right, so I'm glad
here.
they're still talking to each other over there. All right, special guests, quiet
Yeah.
down. I haven't even introduced you yet. God, they're unruly, Katie. We're going to play a game on this show all the time, guys, called Guess Who's Higher, the IMDb Star Meter Game. It's a lot of fun. We'll play with guests. We'll play with callers. If any of you out there want to play and call in, I will offer $50 to anyone who wins this game, except for to the two people that are on the phone right now. We're going to be playing with very special guests this morning on the phone joining us, and we're going to call this version of Guess Who's Higher, the IMDb Star Meter Game, the Battle of the Vickies. We have Vicki, I was going to say number one, but I don't want to put them in any order and create any animosity. Vicki Davern, who is my mother, is on the phone. Say hi, Vicki Davern.
Hi, Vicki Davern.
Yeah. And Vicki LeClaire is on the phone, Katie's mom.
Say hi, Mom.
Hey, hi everybody.
Yeah, there she is. So this is the Battle of the Vickies. When Katie and I met, we realized that both of our moms are named Vicki, and we think that's hilarious. And so we're gonna have some fun with it. The way the game works, everybody, is it's a really simple game. Basically, Jackie Chan has a movie coming out called The Foreigner, right, Katie?
Yep, comes out Friday.
Yeah. So we're going to play the Guess Who's Higher, the IMDb Star Meter Game, Jackie Chan edition. And it's a really simple game. We have 3 rounds. I'm going to give you Jackie Chan plus some other actor that he's been in a movie with before. And all you got to do, Vickies, is guess who's higher on the IMDb Star Meter. So
And higher is a lower number.
higher means closer to 1, but it's funnier to say guess who's higher, and we get to play that intro.
Right.
And it's a whole play on words. So don't mess with me, Katie LeClaire. All right.
Sounds great.
Round number 1. Jackie Chan in 2008 was in Kung Fu Panda. He lended his voice to that movie, and so did Angelina Jolie. Who's higher on the IMDb Star Meter list, Vicki's? Jackie Chan or Angelina Jolie? All right. LeClaire is in with Angelina. What do you got, Davern?
Oh, Angelina.
All right, they're both going with Angelina Jolie, and they're correct. Angelina Jolie is higher on the IMDb Star Meter. All right, round number 2.
Yay, we're the winners.
In 2003, Jackie Chan was in a movie with Owen Wilson called Shanghai Nights. Who's higher, Jackie Chan or Owen Wilson?
Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're both wrong. You're both wrong. It's Jackie Chan. Oh my gosh, we got a tie game. They've both got one correct and one wrong. Round 3. In 2002, Jackie Chan was in a movie called The Tuxedo with a guy named Jason Isaacs. Who's higher, Jackie Chan or Jason Isaacs?
Jackie. Ooh.
Jason Isaacs also plays Malfoy in Harry Potter.
No, Malfoy's dad.
Oh, that's what I meant. I'm not a nerd. Wait, who'd they say?
Vicki's, what did you say?
Said Jason.
I went with Jack. I'm picking Jackie.
Oh, this is the decision maker.
All right, Davern went with Isaacs. LeClaire went with Jackie Chan. Jason Isaacs is higher. Vicki Davern with the win in the very first Guess Who's Higher game. If you were a caller, I'd give you $50, but because you're my mom, I'll just promise to call home more often. How's that? That's your prize.
Oh, that would be fabulous.
We love you both. Thanks for playing, guys.
Thanks for having us.
I guess we found out who's higher.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, moms.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on IDOBI Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Back on the Brett Davern Show. Technical difficulties still, guys. Sometimes in those songs there's a little beat of dead air, and we're going to work that out. We'll figure it out. I don't know. I mean, this is our first day, but listen, we're going to be here 5 days a week, so plenty of time to figure all that. Oh, my gosh. Who is that? Hello?
Hi.
Oh,
I'm
we have
so
a caller?
excited about your show.
You didn't tell?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to have to yell at my producer later. Katie, you just put people on the air willy-nilly?
I feel like
I didn't know if I was on there. I didn't know if you could hear me, but I love.
Oh, my gosh. I think we lost them.
Who's this?
What are you doing, Katie? Hello? We lost everybody.
Hello.
Well, wait. Who are you? Hello?
Oh my God. Hello.
Who is this?
My name is Morgan.
Morgan? Morgan, where are you calling from?
In Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo.
Yes.
Well, what can I do for you?
Is this Brett Davern?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God. No way.
Yeah. What can I do for you, Morgan?
Oh my God.
Are you listening to the show right now?
No, I'm not, but I saw your live Instagram, so I just figured I would call.
Well, what's going on in Kalamazoo today?
Nothing much. My son and I just got up because it's like 10:50 here, and I finally got a day to sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just kind of hanging out.
Morgan, listen, I love you, and thank you for calling, and I love your son, too, even though we've never met. But I have to tell you, I'm a little upset with you that you're not listening to the show on IDOBI Radio right now. Because
I'm so sorry. I will go listen to it.
Katie LeClaire and I, and Boy Wonder over there, we have a new show every single morning, at 7 a.m., which is going to be, I think, 9 o'clock. Are you on Central Time, Morgan? You're on Central Time, right?
I believe I'm on Eastern.
Doesn't even know. All right. Going well, Morgan. So it's either going to be like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., or you can catch the podcast. But right now you're on it. So do you have anything to say to people who are out there listening to you right now?
I mean...
is a good start.
Not really.
All right.
What?
Morgan, did you ever listen to the old podcast? Say yes.
Say yes.
Yes, I did.
Oh, great. And you loved it, didn't you?
Say yes.
I so loved it.
Oh, Morgan, I love you for that. And you're going to listen to the new show each and every day, aren't you?
Yes, I will.
What's that son of yours' name?
His name's Oliver.
All right. Well, you want to raise Oliver right with these sweet tones in my voice every morning, okay?
You're so right.
All right, Morgan. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, Morgan. Have a good day.
Bye, you too.
Thanks for calling. That was sweet.
That was fun.
Yeah. Her and little Oliver. You know, Katie, I played Oliver as a freshman in high school.
Oh my goodness.
In the musical Oliver. Did you know that?
Oh, Brett, there's another caller.
Well, pick it up.
All right. I'll give you a warning this time.
Yeah, go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
This is Ashley.
Ashley? Where are you calling from, Ashley?
Marietta, Georgia.
Marietta, Georgia. Katie, Kalamazoo, Michigan, and Marietta, Georgia checking in.
We're getting the whole nation involved.
I love it. Ashley, what are you doing this morning?
Being lazy and trying to be productive.
Have you been listening to the Brett Davern Show on IDOBI Radio?
I haven't. It's so exciting.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for checking it out. Did you ever listen to the old podcast?
I did not miss one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, wow. Well, I forgot to include you in my super fan shout out earlier. Add Ashley to the list, Katie.
I will.
Ashley, is there anything we can do for you this morning before we hang up on you?
Tell me I have a good day.
Oh, that's it. All right. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for calling. We really do appreciate it, and all your love and support. And, I mean, seriously, thanks for listening to every single episode of the old show. That's kind of awesome. On the new one, we get to play music, but we're still going to have celebrity guests and all that kind of fun stuff, so you're going to love it. So make sure you listen each and every day.
Very cool.
And I guess I'll just wish you a good day. You can call anytime. We're always here.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Ashley. Love you. Thanks for calling.
Bye, Ashley.
Bye. Look at that, Katie. 2 satisfied customers in one morning.
I'm sad we missed our third.
I know.
I definitely hung up on someone.
You hung up on someone?
Whoever that, Charlie should call back.
Charlie. Poor Charlie. You hung up on her.
I did.
And you also just let Morgan on the air. She could have been like a crazy person.
I mean, I'm going to figure this out.
I know. I think
at
we're
some
really
point.
going to have to get with someone and work on the phone situation around here. It's a little sketchy right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, day one, there's
That's all right.
bumps and bruises, but we're getting through it.
Katie, do you have any thoughts as day one's episode comes to a close?
This is really fun. We're gonna get better.
Yeah.
And
maybe we should explain to people like what's happening around here. Like Katie is, I don't know how you're doing it. Like you're basically, here's an old man reference for you. You're basically like Dick Van Dyke at the beginning of Mary Poppins. You know when he's playing the thing with the drums with the strings attached to his feet and all that stuff? That's basically what you're doing over there with the computer.
well, I hung up on Charlie.
I didn't
so-
know you had 3 hands. I'm just surprised to learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you hung up on Charlie, but you are running everything else that's going on, and there was only like 1 technical difficulty
Only
today.
like 5 technical difficulties.
That's all right.
today.
Well, the internet kind of crashed on you. That's not your fault.
The internet did, and it disconnected us. We're gonna get better. We're
We're
gonna
gonna-
get better.
We're going to figure it out. I think we entertained the people, though, don't you think?
I hope so.
I hope we did, too.
Yeah.
You have any other thoughts as we move forward on this show?
I'm really thankful for IDOBI for letting us give this a try.
Yeah,
You know, happy to be part of the family.
absolutely. Should we tease what's going on tomorrow's episode?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we should, too.
I think we should.
Tomorrow, guys, the show really gets rolling. We have our first guest, plural. There's going to be 2 lovely guests on tomorrow's episode. I'm not going to, but should I say the names or should I not say the names? I think I'm not going to say the name. I'm going to tease them.
Yep.
Just in case it doesn't happen, because you're getting a window into my self-esteem, everybody. I always
these people,
just think
if
that
these people
will
let
bail.
us down, then I lose a friend.
Oh.
So,
ooh, pressure's on.
yeah, I mean.
But we do get up early.
We do, but they're good people.
Yeah.
They're going to be here.
All
They're
right.
going to be here.
Well then, we're getting another phone call.
This is an international call.
Ooh, take it real quick, even though we're up against the time.
We're
Take
up against
it.
the
Let's
time.
See who
All
it
right,
is.
here we go.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, this is Brett in North Hollywood, California. Who's this?
Anna
Where are you calling from, Ina?
from Barcelona in Spain.
Barcelona!
Whoa, Barcelona checking in. Hola! Did I do that right?
Hola.
Hola.
Yes.
Are you listening to the Brett Davern Show on IDOBI Radio?
Yes.
Oh, well, thanks so much for listening. Is it Anna or Ina? I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Anna?
Anna.
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 You sound lovely. What time is it in Barcelona right now?
It's 3 minutes to 5 in the evening.
Oh, wow.
5 p.m.
Wow. What's it like living in the future? Got it
It's
right that way.
actually the same.
It's the same. I went to Barcelona a few years ago. I loved it. Oh my gosh, we're getting another
Charlie's
call. The
calling
calls
back,
are
I think.
the phones are ringing off the hook.
Anna, thank you so much for calling.
Anna, thank you so much for calling, and we really hope that you listen to the show every day. We love you. Call back anytime. We're just up against the clock, and we have to run, but we love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Bye-bye.
Bye. Talk to you later. Oh, man. This
Who's
is fun. Oh, hello?
Hello.
You're putting more people on the air without
Yeah,
telling
we
me?
got another one.
Hi, who's this?
Charlie Albright.
Charlie. Charlie
Charlie,
gave
you
out both
called
names.
back.
Charlie's
I
back.
called back because I couldn't get through to you guys, and I just wanted to tell
Charlie,
you how amazing the show
Charlie,
is.
I'm so sorry that my producer hung up on you. She will be thoroughly disciplined, I promise. What's going on?
Okay, I didn't know if you didn't like me.
Where are you? Charlie, I love you. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Portland.
Oh, Portland, Seattle's little brother. What a great town. Or
Oh, yeah.
sister. I should be. It's 2017. I want to be gender equality. You know what I'm saying? Charlie, what do you do up in Portland?
I make pottery.
That is such a Portland thing to say. Charlie, I love you. We're up against the clock. We have to go. But are you listening to the show? Have you been enjoying it?
I've been loving the show, and I'm really happy you guys are back on the air. So
Oh.
I'm excited to tune in every morning while I make my pottery.
Sounds like Charlie listened to the podcast. Thank you so much, Charlie. We love you. We got to go. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
All right, bye. Oh, man, Katie, lots of fun on the show today. I can't wait to do it again tomorrow.
It went by
when
so
our
fast.
guests will be Laura Morano from Austin and Ally on the Disney Channel and her sister, Vanessa Morano.
I thought you weren't going to say
From
it.
Freeform Switched at Birth. I'm saying it. I'm calling
right,
them out.
here we go.
I'm doing it. So those will be our guests tomorrow, bright and early at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern on the Brett Davern Show on IDOBI Radio. If you missed the episode, we'll podcast it wherever you get your podcasts, and it will also be on YouTube. We love you all. But for now, on episode 1, that's a wrap, everybody, on another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you so much for listening. Say goodbye, producer Katie.
Bye, everybody.
Katie LeClaire is on Twitter at Katie LeClaire. There's a C at the end. It's silent, though.
It's confusing.
You'll have to figure out how to spell it. I didn't let Boy Wonder say goodbye, but maybe next time. I'm Brett, guys, and I'm on Twitter at BDAV, BDAVV. That's V as in, I think this show went very acceptable for the first episode. I'm happy. Yeah. Thank you out there for listening live on IDOBI Radio. You can also subscribe to the podcast version of the show on iTunes, Google Play Music, or YouTube. If you like what you heard, guys, tell your friends. If you're like Morgan or Anna or Charlie
Or
or
Ashley.
Ashley, who are all loyal listeners to the show, just tell your friends about our show. Let's build this thing, guys. Have them join the family. You can also follow the show on any of the social medias at Brett Davern Show, or go to brettdavernshow.com for archived episodes, photos, and more. So once again, for Katie LeClaire and Boy Wonder, I'm Brett, reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other. We'll see you tomorrow. That was our show. Good night, both Vickies.